what I'm going to cook for you today is chops and veg, plus an easy dessert. Watch this space. Hi, it's Wilby's here from Wilby's Outdoor Cooking. The chops, look at these little beauties. Just can't wait to frizzle them. And of course we've got the veg. We've got red capsicum, green capsicum, sweet potato, zucchini. First of all, the chops. Dry them off. They don't look too bad actually, these. Bit of olive oil. Helps make the rub stick. Rub them in. Now we've got this lamb rub. I've got the recipe here. 2 teaspoons of sea salt, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of curry powder, 1 teaspoon of onion granules, and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. We'll just sprinkle a bit on. I don't want to get too carried away. Just pat it in a bit. Flip them over. More olive oil. Bit more rub. Pat it in. Got a rack here for it. Put them this way. Look at that. Rip raw and ready to go. Now for the veg. First we'll do the sweet potato with a knife. Cut the end off him. Might just cut a bit more of that off. Now we'll cut this fairly thin so we can get it cooked nice and quickly. Knock that in half. Now I might have another one of them. Let's put it on the blunt side. Green cap. Don't mind a bit of green capsicum. Slice this down this way. Slice this a bit bigger than the sweet potato. It cooks a bit quicker. That might really do us. Now red capsicum. This is so nice grilled up. Cut it nice and big. Clean that white stuff out of it. Zucchini, we'll have to cut this fairly big. And to those we'll add a bit of melted butter and olive oil. The butter to help them brown up, and the olive oil to stop the butter burning too much. Of course you've got to have a bit of salt and pepper. Not too much salt. A little bit of pepper. We just get a fork. We'll stir them around a bit. Get the butter nice and evenly coated over them. There we go. Just put it in this. Yeah, doesn't that look something else? Stop it getting out there for a minute. Shut the lid nice and neat. And there we have it. The veggies ready to be roasted, or grilled I should say, on the fire. Got a pretty good fire going here. I'll start these veggies first because I think they'll take a bit longer. We just let them cook a while and then we'll put the chops on. I'll check these veggies. Yeah, they seem to be coming along alright. We'll just flip them over. I reckon there'd be a good spot for them. Well, give it another 5 minutes and see how they're going. These look like they're pretty well cooked. Bit black in places, but I'm sure they'll be very tasty. We'll get these over to the table and see if we can't get them on a plate. Oh, they do look nice. Chops and veg. Let's get them on a plate. We lost that one. He might have to be first, and you can be second. And you can reside on this plate over here. I have to say the chops do look like they're pretty well done. Now veg, oh look at that, somebody remembered the tongs. Oh, these veggies are cooked just nice. Look at that capsicum, you've got to have it burnt. Zucchini, sweet potato. What else? Oh, some green capsicum. More sweet potato. Bit of salt. And pepper. Try this chop. That is a lovely chop. There we have it. Chops and veg. And here we have cinnamon apples and cinnamon pears. All they really need is a bit of a warm up and a brown. It shouldn't take too long. Let them sit there for a while and come back and see how they're going. Our apples and pears look like they'll be getting pretty close to almost frizzled. I just checked the other side. They're a bit black. Yes, you'd have to say, well done. We'll just take them over and plate them up. Might not eat them all. Now, we'll just get a couple of these out. Still a bit hot. Oh, a pear. And another pear. A piece of apple. Oh, and another pear. Oh yes, that's definitely apple. A piece of apple. More apple. I think that's pear. And a piece of apple. What we'll do, we'll add a bit more cinnamon sugar, because I like cinnamon sugar. Might have a couple more. Oh yes, better eat that black one. More cinnamon sugar. And yes, you guessed it. We've got whipped cream. Spoon a bit of whipped cream on there. And now a bit of a taste test. It's a piece of pear. That is very nice. There it is. Chops and veg with an easy dessert. Cinnamon apples and cinnamon pears with whipped cream.